think you wanna get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no brake light, crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. They Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Oh, that wasn't really fun to got the Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck, right back. We took. Gotta tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it for the good. My blood, think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. Right, leave. Spend so much time out here, it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe, I sleep, my dreams are lavish.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. It's New York facing Cleveland. Go. So Cleveland will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Barnett. Lucas is out there with DeBusschere. Then there's Bradley. And it's Frazier in at the point.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Lucas. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Lucas has got his team on the board to start the game for New York. Cousins dishes to Love. LeBron James on the wing. It's stolen by Bradley. Pass to Barnett. Back to Bradley. DeBusschere with the screen. Frazier kicks to DeBusschere. Just 5 on the clock. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. And the dunk by James.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Barnett against Wade. Steps back and shoots. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all it. Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one. And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru?
Word, that's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
What you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo, Royce.
What up, man?
We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So,
I need you to speak with your hands. On the count of 3. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go!
talk to him. Who stepped up in this rap game and seen acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. Lot of frontin' like they ill.
Word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
tuning in to 2K Sports. It's a Monday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. It's New York facing Cleveland. So the New York starting five. Frazier is out there with Barnett. Then there's Bradley. Then it's DeBusschere. And it's Lucas in at the five, roaming the paint.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Irving kicks to Cousins. James, the pass to Cousins.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Frazier. Love grabs the board.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And that one's good.
Yes, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Cleveland on defense. Frazier outside. Inside. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Frazier.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Wade kicks to Cousins, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Passes it to Barnett. DeBusschere with a screen on Wade. They double him with Irving. Barnett passes to Frazier. Goes up the baseline. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And James throws it down.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
And so it's Cleveland with it. And he dunks it down.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
And so it's New York with it, following the score by Cleveland. Frazier dishes to Lucas. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. New York shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Lucas. Wade with it. Outside Irving. Fader on the way, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Shots good by Barnett.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Left side, Love. Lucas against Cousins. Out to Wade. Shot is off. Great D that time from Lucas. New York trailing. Now here's Frazier. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Frazier outside. A pass to DeBusschere. Dishes it to Lucas. Back to DeBusschere. Just 4 to shoot. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. James outside. You're telling me.
It's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Irving. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
There's the bucket. Good. DeBusschere's got his first 2 points.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Jackson, he's checked in for New York. Monroe comes in for Frazier. Now here's Westbrook. Fades back. It's rebounded by New York. Monroe outside. DeBusschere kicks to Jackson. And it's sent back by Howard. Stolen by Monroe. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Goes back up. Lucas, that's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Iguodala, the pass to Howard. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second hook.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And New York making a change here. Reed's checked in. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Reed a screen on Anthony. Reed a screen. Here's DeBusschere. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
David DeBusschere. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And it's tied up with that one. There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Westbrook kicks to Iguodala. He dishes it to Howard. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Here's Bradley. There's a good screen. Monroe wide open, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Some
Dance team.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And New York, looking at who they've got. Rackley is out there with Reed. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Monroe. And it's Barnett in at the small forward position. And that one's good. Irving kicks to Cousins. Love outside. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Kevin and Greg, I tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Here's Monroe. Offensive rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. LeBron's checked in for Anthony. Lucas is checked in for New York. And Frazier drops in both. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Wade dishes to James. Outside Irving. Back to James. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. And again, it's Cleveland.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
James has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Lucas, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
The drive by Cousins. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
LeBron throws it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Bryant comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Rose in for Irving. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Clock at 6. Lucas kicks to Monroe. With some arc, and he lays it up and in. Monroe's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
The kick out to Rose. No good from outside. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Frazier, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block, but that one's going to count.
And Cleveland making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And then for New York, DeBusschere, he's checked in for Ratner, and Bradley subbed in for Monroe. Here's New York. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Frazier outside. Just 5 to shoot. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The drive by James. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Rose. It's rebounded by New York. Now Bradley. Here's Frazier. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
A different look now for Cleveland. Chris Bosh is checked in for Love. Iguodala comes in for LeBron. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rose. And New York with a change here, too. Jackson's checked in. And here's Bosh for 3. And good on the basket. Book it. Bosh has got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Frazier kicks to DeBusschere. Down low, 11 feet away, and the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got his first points of the game. Cleveland with the ball. Bryant passes to Gasol. To the middle. No good from Bosch.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Frazier dishes to Lucas. Off target from outside. Lucas has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Iguodala's drive. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Bosch kicks to Gasol. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch.
The D was all over him, but they just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
Frazier against Westbrook. Feeds to Jackson. The jump hook. That one wide left.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Gasol slams it in.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
For New York, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Free throw good from Bradley.
They've been on fire from the free throw line, and that efficiency has really propelled them forward.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Here's Bosch. And again, it's Cleveland.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
In a pretty tight. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
They've got LeBron James, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Dwayne Wade, and it's Irving in at the 1 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. A shot by Frazier, no good.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
For Cleveland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he makes the first.
Irving. 2 shots.
And so Irving nails both of them. And here's Frazier. He's got 9. The feed to DeBusschere. Pass to Lucas. Kicks it to Frazier. The pass to DeBusschere. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barnett. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. DeBusschere against Wade.
Here we go, Dwayne.
Back to James. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. New York trails by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
James, the pass to Cousins. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And LeBron throws it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Frazier dishes to DeBusschere. Great touch on the 16-footer. DeBusschere's got 6.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Timeout called. Cleveland. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Cleveland. And a switcher also for New York. Monroe's checked in. Cleveland leading by 6. James kicks to Cousins, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
The drive by LeBron.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Monroe against Irving. And that one hits back iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
LeBron James on the wing, covered by Monroe. Monroe against LeBron. He kicks it to Iguodala. It's stolen by Bradley. Monroe outside. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Monroe's got 6.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Shot clock at 5, and a wide open look for Iguodala. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Iguodala's got the lead up to 9 now for Cleveland. New York calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
A different look now for Cleveland. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for LeBron. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Picked his pocket. And they're moving it up. Here's Barnett. Can't hit. Nice D from Rose.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Back to Anthony. There's the dish to Howard. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Monroe against Westbrook. Monroe the pass to Barnett. He feeds it to Reed. Monroe with it. He has 6. Here's Jackson. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Wade, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. And a switcher also for New York. Frazier, he's checked in for Barnett. Cleveland leading by 10. Westbrook drives in. Passes it to Howard. Here's Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
New York with the ball. Monroe outside. Pass to Frazier. Reed a screen on Wade, and it's sent back by Bosch.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Monroe.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the officials.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really...
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Cleveland leading by 15, and on the floor for New York here in the fourth. DeBusschere is out there with Rackley. Then it's Lucas. Then there's Frazier. And it's Bradley in at the shooting guard position. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. DeBusschere's got his fourth rebound in this one. Dishes to Lucas. DeBusschere kicks to Frazier. Back to DeBusschere. Goes up the baseline. You know what? Good D from Love.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Frazier against Irving. Frazier the pass to Rackley, and stolen by Love. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Frazier. Here's Lucas. Here's DeBusschere. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
It's really an extraordinary game for DeBusschere. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Barnett is checked in for Rackley. Cleveland leading by 16. Wade gets the bucket.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
On defense, Cleveland. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Here's DeBusschere. LeBron with some nice D.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
To the paint, out to Wade. From outside the arc, good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And it's 7 points for Wade.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
There's a screen. Lucas. New York, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
At the line.
And the first one drops.
At the line for two.
Both free throws good from Love. Now here's Frazier. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Lucas. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Cleveland.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. How about the numbers for Jerry Lucas? He's got 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Cleveland leading by 21. LeBron dishes to Irving. Back to James. Cleveland moving the ball around. No good from Cousins. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the rejection by Cousins.
New York team ball.
Here's Lucas, and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Here's Lucas. New York, no good that time either.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
DeBusschere with it, guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Frazier. Drops in the layup for 2.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Outside Irving. From outside off the mark. New York trails by 19. Bradley drives in. Barnett. And the rejection by James. Irving against DeBusschere. Wade outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe you can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Screened by Lucas. Frazier outside. Shot clock at 6. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Cleveland.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Barnett passes to DeBusschere. Frazier outside. Here's Lucas, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The free throw drops for Lucas. Album swap here for Cleveland. So New York going with almost an entire new grouping. Reed checked in for Bradley. Rackley comes in for DeBusschere. Monroe's checked in for Barnett. Davis is subbed in for Frazier. Kobe goes in, and he banks in the layup.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
They set the pick. Here's Davis. Great D that time from Howard.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Outside, Davis. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and brought together just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous...
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar.
차 쉽고 일 없어 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어 넘어질 때마다 일었어 다시 고쳤었지 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람 한 곡도 책 끝나기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축 자만 나탐 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝 난가가 탔지만 우린 우리 앞길을 막지만 하고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 느리록 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지 비극 지극 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 헤야오 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 이 도시에서 멍 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 찐땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도모 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유 억울하 해도 납득돼 30 15년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수지 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 핵인 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind
뭐 사실 조금 때 같아 내 같아 기다리는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는 등 같아 질리게 겪어도 사람 때문에 애 같아 이럴 때 보면 나도 아직 애 같아
살기보단 생존하기 바쁜 장소리는 넓어지고 점점 작아지는 마음 속에 변화줬으면 해 한 송이의 평화 땅 속의 영화
It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see Cleveland and New York. And so off the tip, it's New York. Look at Cleveland's starting group. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. LeBron James is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Irving at the 1 spot.
It is hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
A shot by Frazier, no good.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
The bounds, New York takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
On defense, Cleveland. Another miss by Frazier. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. About 1 minute into the first quarter. On the wing, Irving. Frazier covering, and that one's good, Irving.
Boy, he's got a real comfort level with the mid-range game. I mean, he's got the ability not to let the defense bother him when he's locked into that shooting zone.
Now here's Frazier. Here's DeBusschere. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
DeBusschere hits them both. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Barnett. New York, no good that time either.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Kicks it out to James. Love with a wide open look. No good on the three.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
They really really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
At the elbow, it's Cousins. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
A shot by Frazier, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Here's Love. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And so here is New York. They trail by 1. Frazier outside. Fires from 14. Misses off the right iron.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
James kicks to Irving. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on Jerry Lucas. Cleveland shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he makes both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Inside, here's DeBusschere. And the rejection by Love. Throws it up high, and the dunk by James.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's Bradley, following the basket by LeBron James. Bradley dishes to DeBusschere. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that time, also a missed shot.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Irving passes to Cousins. A jump hook, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Cousins has got his second bucket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this. And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
DeBusschere with a screen on Wade. Offensive rebound, Lucas. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Jackson comes in for DeBusschere. And Monroe subbed in for Barnett. Wash kicks to Gasol. And stolen by Lucas. The drive by Monroe took no time at all on that one.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Thompson misses.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Reedy's checked in for Lucas. Here's Monroe. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Westbrook pulls it down.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Down low, it's tipped. Outside Anthony. It could go, and no good trying to get that one. And so both teams trade. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Russell Westbrook out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then there's Griffin. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Anthony with the block. And he goes in for the dunk.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now here's Monroe. Shot from free throw range, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Bosh kicks to Thompson. At the elbow, Griffin. Lets it go from 11. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now a 5-point Cleveland lead. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure good, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Rackley, he checked in for New York. Barnett comes in for Bradley. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Cleveland. Rose comes in for Russell Westbrook. Monroe against Rose. And that one's good.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And New York making a change here. Lucas is checked in. The dive by James. Left side, Griffin. Cuts off the pass. Here's Monroe. Rose with the block. And he lobs it up toward the rim. LeBron, no luck.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
Monroe's shot is good.
And didn't have to go strong there. Just a little bit of the finger roll to get it up over the D.
Rose dishes to LeBron. Kicks it to Griffin.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Griffin with the steal. And oh, here we go. Rose, nobody back. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Monroe with it. 6 points for him. And Iguodala comes to help. Lucas against Love. 6 on the shot clock. Screened by Lucas. Here's Barnett. But they recover it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. And New York making a change here. Frazier's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here too. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Blake Griffin. Rose kicks to James. Cleveland moving the ball around. Wade against Barnett. There's the dish to Rose. 5 on the clock. Here's Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Frazier kicks to Lucas. He can't get it to go. James with some nice D. Now Cleveland moving it up. And it's Wade with the jam.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic? You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Jackson, he's checked in for Rackley. Cleveland also making some changes. Cousins comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Rose. Frazier against Irving. 13 feet away. Barnett, no good.
Even in close to the hoop, that's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
And James throws it down.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Now here's Frazier. Now Lucas. Jackson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Love.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Bradley's checked in for New York. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Anthony's checked in. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And it's Wade penetrating. The open shot by Love. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. Frazier the pass to Bradley. 52 seconds left in the first half of the game. Jackson kicks to Lucas. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Anthony's shot is off. New York trails by 14. Here's Bradley. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the middle. Here's Frazier. That's tipped.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the first half is now in the books. Cleveland ahead. They finish off the second quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Just a quality performance, and you know, we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself, and sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. Be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
DeBusschere is out there with Lucas. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Frazier. And it's Barnett in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Cleveland leading by 12. Irving attacking. Here's the break. Ahead. DeBusschere with it. Picked up by Love. No good from Lucas.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Barnett. Following the basket by Kevin Love. Barnett. And the rejection by James.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And that one's good. James has got 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Reed is checked in for New York. Free dishes to Bradley. Pass to Barnett. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And stolen by James. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Timeout call.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Now, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Rackley, he checked in for Lucas. And Monroe subbed in for Frazier. Now here's James. He's got 10, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on the free throw.
Chris Bosh.
And he's good on the second. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Westbrook against Monroe. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Monroe's got 8 points. Cleveland leading by 15. Outside Westbrook. Bosh drives in. Here's Cousins. Oh, yes, the turnaround. He's got 6.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Barnett. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Bradley. New York moving the ball around. Clock at 6. The drive by Monroe. Good D by Westbrook. No luck. Bradley with some nice D. New York trails by 15. Pull-up jumper. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Jackson, he's checked in for Rackley. And then for Cleveland, Anthony comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Rose in for Russell Westbrook. Monroe against Rose. Outside Jackson. The pass to Barnett. Here's Reed. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Monroe.
He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here's James. And another miss by Cleveland. And so here is New York. 15-point game. Monroe with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And stolen by James. Moving it up. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Monroe's shot is good.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Rose passes to Carmelo. LeBron against Bradley. LeBron kicks to Anthony. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
The drive by Monroe. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Anthony against Jackson. Reed with the steal. Now here's Monroe. He's got 12. Here's Barnett. He dishes it to Jackson. Passes it to Barnett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland leads by 15. And we'll be back with you right after this. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. New York trails by 15, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. D-Wade out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Westbrook in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Jackson. Frazier outside. 4 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Bosh. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain. Possession. Leaps for it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Bradley. Not really his range, and it's off target.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled, and they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Shot by Frazier, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
That free throw good from Kevin Love. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Cleveland. Both free throws good from Love. New York trails by 19. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The drive by Wade. And it's Bosch, that time on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 6 assists in the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Frazier. Bradley dishes to Jackson. And that's collected by Love. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. Uncovered. And again, it's Cleveland.
Assisted by Dwayne Wade.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th.
Timeout call.
New York calls timeout.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
And New York making a change here. Barnett's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. James checked in for Andre Iguodala. Barnett against Wade. Barnett passes to DeBusschere. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Now here's Frazier. Following the miss by Chris Bosh. Off the pick. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Irving kicks to LeBron. Dishes it to Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Frazier the pass to Barnett. And it's Irving with the rebound.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Bradley against LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
And Cleveland making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Here's Barnett. And it's sent back by Irving.
It's just been a brutal outing for him.
Wow!
Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen.
Lucas has gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Irving attacking. On the wing, James. Frazier covering. And the dunk by LeBron.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
Here is DeBusschere following the score by Cleveland. Will it go? It's rebounded by Cleveland. Cousins has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's LeBron. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
So New York ends up going with the new group. A different look now for Cleveland. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Monroe kicks to Davis. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for LeBron James. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And here is Davis after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Michael Davis taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 17-3 run. Outside Gasol. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Outside Rose. Back to Griffin. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the rope, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow. The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
Davis kicks to Reed. To the inside. Rackley. And Griffin sends it back. But he stays with it. Davis gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave, we give you a...